Hello, today I'm going to show you how to solve Leetcode problem 207 course schedule, where we are given an array of prerequisites for courses where you see the first index in the array indicates the course that requires B. So in this case, course B is a prereq for A. And so to solve this, there's a couple different ways. You can use a breadth first search or depth first search. And I'm going to show you how to use a depth first search for this. It's going to solve the problem in O of n, where O of n is the number of courses. So let's begin. First thing we're going to create is a hash map I'm going to call rec map, which is going to map courses to the prerequisites. And we want the values to be an array of all the prerequisites for the given course. We're going to use a little bit of dictionary comprehension here. Pretty simple one. All we're simply going to do is create a dictionary where there's going to be the key is going to be numbers running from 0 to number of courses minus 1. With the value being an empty array. And we're then going to populate. So we're going to do for course rec and prerequisites. We can then populate this rec map. We can say rec map bracket course append requirement. So now we have this map, which we're going to use as a sort of adjacency list. What we want to do is keep track of all of the courses we're currently recursively checking out. Since we're going to be using this recursive function, we need to keep track of what we're doing. This is basically going to detect a cycle in the depth first search. Since it is somewhat of a graph, and this is going to be a graph algorithm, this visited set will detect if we are currently having a cycle. If we have a cycle, that means that we're going to have basically deadlock, where you can't take both courses because A depends on B and B depends on A. So that's one of the first things we can check in this recursive algorithm. Say if course is in, and you know what, I'm going to change this to visiting because it's not past tense. So if it's currently in visiting, we just return false. This is the base case for this recursive function. The other base case is if ref map bracket course is shown to empty array, we know there is no prerequisites or it's able to be taken. So then we can just automatically return false. And these are the two, or return true. So these are the two base cases. And if we've gotten to this point, we now know we need to search the prerequisites for this course. So first we want to add it to the visiting set. So we can check the future cycle. We then will do for rec in rec map bracket course. We now need to go over each of them. And we only really care if this depth first search returns false. And so as we go through the different prerequisites for this course, if it returns false, we can just automatically, or we can break out of this and just return false right off the bat. If we get through this for loop, this nested for loop, and everything's okay, and it's returned true each time, going off of this if statement, we now know this course can be taken. So we do a couple different things. We can do visited.remove course. We're done visiting this one. We can update the rec map for this course to be an empty array. This will save us time later, a bit of an optimization. So we don't need to recheck this course if another one depends on it. We can return true. And now we need to execute this depth first search. And we actually have to do this in a for loop. So I'm going to call it for course in range, which is num courses. Because we don't know if any of these courses are connected or if there's any prerequisites. Because of that, we need to check all these. And similarly, we only care if DFS is going to return false. So if not DFS, we can go ahead and stop here and just return false. And if this whole for loop completes without returning false, we can then in the end return true. Let's go ahead and hit submit, see if I had any typos. Syntax error. Let me see. In range. Ref map for I in range. Num courses. Oh, yep, for I in range. Let me see if I have that other one. Yep. Let me hit submit here. Dumb typo on my part. Visited again. Just another dumb typo. Visiting. And there we go, guys. Thank you.